Jamal Murray flu game incoming? Anybody? Michael Malone flu game incoming? Who knows?
No.
Welcome into the PHNX Daily Bet Show. I'm your host, Shane Diefenbach, joined as always by Johnny Venerable. It's a fine Thursday, and the Suns have an elimination game tonight, or a game where they need to win. A win or go home. How are we feeling about it?
We're not going to talk about elimination because it's not going to happen. We're going to get to a game 7. It's just going to be, how do we get there? Is it going to be a robust, easy victory for the Phoenix Suns, or are we going to have to sweat this out? I hope we don't have to get sweaty later on, but I do think one series ends tonight. I'm going to tell you which one that is here in a hot minute. But I mean, listen, I think you do whatever you can, obviously, to stay alive. Give Devin Booker and Kevin Durant all the looks they can. You live and die by them, and then hopefully you get a complimentary performance like a Landry that you got in game 4. That's what you got to hope for. I have gotten to the point where I am done hoping and guessing what DeAndre Ayton is going to do. And I also feel like, yeah, are you going to participate?
No, like, is he going to play? He's questionable.
Oh, Jesus. Could this be the last game in Phoenix for both Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton? I think if they lose this game, I don't think they're going to, but I think if they lose this game, I think there's a better than 50% chance both players are off the team before next season.
I mean, I don't even think you need to lose this game. I don't know if DeAndre Ayton has a place on this team next year. Like, I don't know if the fans obviously don't have anything to do with the player moving, but like, you see disinterest and just like, you just in him and what the fans want of him. Like, I don't see a place for him on a team where Booker is trying so damn hard to make him want to play basketball.
Yeah. You need a big man that embodies what this team needs, and that's aggression and giving it 110%, as cliche as that say. Like, you don't need a player as talented as DA is for the money that you're paying him to complement this team. You need a big man that will get dirty and get rebounds and dish out to your perimeter scorers. And you can get that for a hell of a lot cheaper than paying DA the max. And again, this conversation, like, the frustrating part is, Shane, is we've seen him be elite en route to their NBA Finals run 2 years ago. I mean, he was fantastic in that postseason. What happened to that player? It feels like, especially now he's got paid, he's like, what are you waiting for? What's your incentive? Your incentive should be to win a championship, and it's not there right now.
Yeah. It's an age-old question. What is wrong with him? Kevin Smith in the chat saying they can't win in Denver. Well, I don't necessarily disagree. It has been pretty bad, the games in Denver, but anything can happen. Like, Kevin Durant go for a 50 piece, and Denver wouldn't even have a chance. Like, while I would definitely lean Denver in a game 7, just get there first, and then you can worry about it.
Do we think Chris Paul has a chance to play in a game 7, or would you even want to see him in a game 7?
He's questionable tonight.
He hasn't been ruled out completely for tonight.
I don't believe so. I can double check, but I don't think it would hurt the Suns. I mean, having another ball handler. I think what happened last game and what was really the downfall of another good Book game was obviously the injury doesn't help, but him being pressured full court with the ball, it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah. This is not sustainable what they're doing. They need help from everybody else. Right?
No, they totally do. They totally do. And hopefully they'll play better at home, and hopefully they can roll past. Chris Paul has been ruled out for tonight.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But it's still a possibility he could rally for some time in a game 7. But man, it's disheartening because Suns are more talented than the Nuggets, but the Nuggets have a better collection of role players that have helped supplement everything that the Suns can do. Don't you? I mean, like, who are the 5 best players in this series? Like, on paper.
I mean, Jokic is 1, I think.
Right. But then Book
Durant, Murray, and then probably 8 Nuggets players.
Right.
So,
the Suns have 2 of the top 3 players.
I think the Suns have their 2 better players are better collectively than the Nuggets' 2 best players. But talent-wise, I don't think you can say they're more talented. Their two best players are more talented combined,
Right.
but the Nuggets have a better roster and they play better and they have better players overall. If you if you get past the top two, I mean, they have the best player in the world right now in Nikola Jokic. They just simply do. So yeah. All right. Well, the Suns need to rally. I had to rally, or I have to rally today. I did not have a great betting day yesterday. Thankfully, BetMGM gives me many opportunities to rally with all of their free bets and all of their boosts, and they're just a bunch of good stuff. I know you love your Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown props, which is boosted right now by Garnett. Jason Tatum to score 30 plus points and Jaylen Brown to score 25 plus points, and the Celtics to win is plus 500. And that's just a bunch of boosts they give you. It was plus 400, now it's plus 500. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use that bonus code PHNX. There's a few different offers depending on where you live, but for our Arizona audience, you'll get up to $100 in bonus bets on your first wager with BetMGM. Again, just make sure you use that bonus code PHNX. Game 7 watch party will be at the BetMGM Sportsbook at State Farm Stadium when there is one, because there's going to be one, because the Suns are going to win tonight. And you can join us. They're presented by Neutral. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Check out the show notes for full details. And now listen to me talk about the disclaimer. Disclaimer: 21 plus to wager. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in Washington, D.C., Mississippi, Nevada, New York, and Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369, New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP, Arizona. 1-800-522-4700, Kansas, Nevada. 1-800-327-5050, Massachusetts. 1-800-BETS-OFF, Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help, Michigan. Yep. Couple of comments in the chat. Charles saying Murray may sit tonight. Yeah, Jamal Murray is listed now as questionable with a non-COVID illness. There's a bug going around the Nuggets. I don't buy it. I don't think he's going to sit tonight. I don't think in any place he would sit in a closeout game. Michael Evans said can't play KD and D-Book 41 minutes every game. No bench. Win tonight. Lose in Denver. Again, anything can happen. Yeah, it's not sustainable, but matchups are different. If you can get out of this series, you can play the Lakers or the Warriors a different way, where you don't have to play them 41 minutes a game, but you probably will end up doing that. And Josh is already on to next season talking about Miles Turner and Christian Wood. I would rather scoop my own eyeball out with a spoon and eat it live on bets than have Christian Wood on the Phoenix Suns.
What
He's
about
one of my least favorite players? I would have more disgust with Christian Wood on this roster than I would have with 5 DAs.
I have discussed if you're not taking care of your manscaping, and that's
Christian Wood doesn't use Manscaped.
We've partnered with our friends at Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code PHNX at manscaped.com. That's 20% off free shipping with the promo code PHNX.
Bless you, James.
Manscaped.com. Having the right tools for grooming is essential. Do it yourself and your man a favor, or woman, and help upgrade your self-care. Again, I use the Lawnmower 4.0 on the reg. You probably think, looking at me, full-blooded Italian male, all of 5'6.5", that I'm really hairy. I'm going to tell you right now, shaved, because of my friends at Manscaped. I've got the Lawnmower 4.0. I've got the Weed Whacker, because my weeds, they need whacked on
your
my
nose
face.
hair?
Yeah, my nose hair isn't great, but it's great with Manscaped. And again, if you're wearing sandals, clean up those toenails sick with Shears 2.0 nail kit. I know everybody's been asking. I use Manscaped literally every day. You can too. 20% off free shipping. Promo code PHNX at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping. Manscaped.com with promo code PHNX. Shano.
Yeah, and their boxers are fantastic, which they'll send you.
They are.
You get 2 free gifts: the Shed travel bag and their Manscaped boxers. So get that performance package. A couple more comments. Clint Capella, can we stop talking about next season? Can we not do this right now?
They're winning an NBA title this year.
If the Suns lose tonight, which they won't, but if they do, go talk to the PHNX Sun show, which there's a special guest on there too.
They're good people.
All right, we got some games to bet on. Johnny, what do you like tonight?
As I mentioned, I think one of these series ends, and I think it's the series out east. I think the 76ers have too much mojo at home. You can get plus money on a team right now that's up 3-2 that can end the series against a Boston team. Listen, Tatum and Jaylen Brown do not look right together this postseason. This is not the same team that made the NBA Finals run. And Jason Tatum in crunch time in fourth quarter, as much as I like him, not great. Hasn't been good. So I love the 76ers. I also like the over in that game. I think we're going to get another big game from James Harden, Joel Embiid. I think it's going to be a fun night in Philadelphia. And I also think it's going to be a fun night here in the Valley, as I mentioned. I think the Suns, you can get this line right around -2.5, -3 if you want to take that. I'm playing it safe with the money line, although I would love to not have to sweat this game out. I think, again, pull out all the stops in an elimination game with Booker and KD. And I think Kevin Durant's going to have a really good performance. I was thinking about it today. When was the last time we had a signature Kevin Durant 35, 40-point game? If that happens, Suns book it. And I also like the under in this game as well, because I think, again, you've got some perimeter shooters for Denver that are questionable. And it could get to the point where they start sitting players in the fourth quarter. I think the Suns win comfortably, Shane.
I would love that. I would love it. I've got a couple comments. Ben saying my hair is better than that fraud Tatum. I think a lot of people's hair is better than Jason. You know what? I don't know if this is the Suns doing. I have like 4 gray hairs right here. Like, I'm 25 years old.
Welcome to my reality. Get those tweezers out, pluck those little sumbitches.
I kind of like them.
Okay.
Josh the Hooper says, bro, every time Devin Booker shoots the ball, it looks like it's going in. He looks so comfortable out there, but we need KD to be the same as him. If we do, it's over.
Can I ask you a question about Kevin Durant?
Of course, James.
Has the trade been worth it yet, in your opinion?
Brother, the trade isn't worth it until the Suns win a championship.
Okay. You saw some people arguing online like the trade's already been a success. I'm like, no, they lost in the semifinals last year. They need to win this series. And again, I was never of the mindset like this year is make or break. Like their windows for at least 2 more seasons after this. But I do think that they have enough talent, and it's really a DA Chris Paul problem to win the NBA title.
I don't care about next year until the series is over. So
right.
I love the walking injury reports in the chat. Ryan saying DA questionable, Murray questionable. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's go look at my picks for tonight. I like the Suns and I like their spread. It's actually up to 3.5 now. Nice. I put this on the graphic before Murray was listed as questionable. I guess Jamal Murray's worth 1 point. Only the Nuggets had Jamal Murray last 2 years ago. Suns -2.5. You can get a 3.5. I don't care. Suns win tonight. 76ers money line. I agree, John. I think there's a lot going on with Boston. They don't look right. I know, and an underrated thing I think was Al Horford's game. He was like 0-for-7, which I don't think will happen again, but I'm still taking 76ers money line. I think Joel Embiid's going to dominate tonight, and he looks like the MVP again. Just saying. So if the Sixers, as long as he doesn't get blocked by Al Horford again, like 3 times, that was tragic. And then the Hurricanes. Give me the Hurricanes money line. They just absolutely steamrolled the New Jersey Devils in the last game. They won like 6-1 or something. I think they close out the series tonight. So give me that. Prop wise, Johnny, you're taking one that I have been taking for so long, and it hasn't hit.
It's gonna hit tonight.
Godspeed, and I hope it does. Let's look at your props.
Yeah, I'm sticking in the Suns matchup. Kevin Durant, I don't think we're going to get over 30 points, but I think his efficiency is going to be way higher because Devin Booker runs this team right now. So under 30.5 points. Campaign, though, give me Campaign in double digits tonight. He's over under 8.5 points, -110. Parlay these two together, getting the plus money, but Campaign's going to have a good night tonight. I think that this is his, 4th straight game starting at point guard, a little bit more mojo at home. Comfortability. Some of these shots he's been shooting have just been in and out, rimmed out. I think they start to fall tonight. Again, I'm not saying Landry and company can't have a nice game as a rotational player, but Campaign, everybody told me Campaign was a really good player 2 years ago. It's time for him to, let's see that culmination process. Right now, let's see it.
Campaign, he was awesome. I've taken it. I've taken it every single game he started. I've taken it over in points. 2-7-5-7. Let's get that. Let's get the over. Campaign in double digits would be a good sign for the Phoenix Suns.
It would.
Yeah. So let's hope. A couple starting lineup comments.
Okay.
Kahana says, "Would you start DA and Jock Landale together? The Nuggets won't expect that. They wouldn't expect it, and I don't expect that to work. So no, don't do that. I don't like that at all. It's just there's too much size. I think that the Suns look pretty good when they're playing small ball.
They almost have to win that way now.
Yeah. So I think the minutes with just Jock on the floor have looked really good. I think Jock and DA would create too many spacing issues. It would look like the Timberwolves, and I don't want that.
Well,
at
and
all.
then you're playing too much into the strengths of the Nuggets that want to be physical underneath. I think you have to run and shoot with Denver. And I think they will tonight. I think we're going to get the best field goal percentage game as a collective whole for the Phoenix Suns offense tonight at home in Game 6.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Josh in the chat saying Monty should give Terrence Ross a start. I think his game is very underrated. Yeah, I mean, I don't want Okogie to start again. He's looked terrible. I don't understand why Torrey Craig has been banned from the team. He's apparently not allowed to play. And I think it has a lot to do with the matchups, but does Monty know anything about matchups? I don't know.
I mean, it's D-Wig in the chat. DA has been so disappointed in the playoffs. I mean, like, he's going to be the scapegoat culprit because it's like, Chris Paul, we know who you are. You're old and you get hurt, and that's what happened. DeAndre Ayton is making max money. He's not even 25 years old yet. He was the first overall pick, and he's a liability right now. Just that they lose tonight. They're not going to, but if they do, everybody's going to point to one person, and he's going to become. I mean, Kyler Murray can take a seat after tonight if they lose. DeAndre Ayton's public enemy #1 in Phoenix.
All right, let's take a look at my props for tonight. I got 2 names for you: Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. 30 points each. You can parlay that together with a 1-game parlay at BetMGM and get that at plus 170. 30 points each, plus 170. Book that, and then the best player in the world, the Serbian man himself, Jokic, is good at basketball, and his over on PRA is 52.5. That's a lofty number. I think he smashes through it. I think he has like a 35, 13, and 13 game. Is that 20? That's 61. So yeah. That's my stat line for Yoke tonight. Maybe he does it with scoring, which I would bode well for the Suns. Less assists, more scoring. But yeah. Anything else, John, before you get out of here?
Yeah, PHNX Cardinals schedule reveal / review show, a special edition of PHNX Cardinals today. Special start time, 4:30 p.m. Arizona time. We're going to be breaking it down game by game. If you check out my social at Johnny Venerable on the Twitterverse, the Twitter streets, we already have a pretty definitive breakdown of the home schedule. We're working on the away schedule now. Hope to have that to you before the NFL schedule release show at 5 p.m. because our show at 4:30 here on PHNX is where you want to be.
PHNX Sun Devils live at 2 talking baseball, and then PHNX Suns pre and post game. I'm gonna be on it, so come join for that. That's gonna be fun. You can see my pretty face. Yeah. All right. Well, we're live every Monday through Friday at noon. I'm really scared. I'm very nervous, James.
No. We good.
Okay. You can watch us every Monday through Friday at noon, regardless of what happens tonight. Right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. And you can follow me on Twitter at Shane Deef. You can follow Johnny on Twitter at Johnny Venerable. Follow the show on Twitter at PHNX_bets. As I said, Monday through Friday at noon, right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. But until next time, peace, love, and winner go home, baby. Let's get it.